Hi, and welcome to a brand new video. Let me just close on this line. Welcome to another video on the target individual experience. As you can hear, the noise in the background, they know that I am doing this video. So for the past 10 minutes, they have been bombarding with sounds, noise campaign, sirens from ambulances and police vehicles. It's been constant. The time is 3:37 p.m. on a Wednesday afternoon, the day before Thanksgiving. So, update on my targeting. I haven't done a video in a while because I've been trying to preoccupy myself with other things and to, take my attention away from what is being done to me. And, for the most part, it's working, But the targeting is still there. It hasn't stopped. It will never stop. Once you are put into this program, this non-consensual experimentation program, it is for the rest of your life. And, that's just the way it is. As a TI, this is going to be done to you for the rest of your life. Okay, particularly those of us who are fighting back, speaking out against what's doing that, regardless of the threats, the physical threats, the threat of being killed, the threat to our children, that we're still out there making these videos and exposing what it is that's being done. One of the things that they have become very aggressive in doing is what is called a stare campaign or stare tactic. And basically, as they approach me, they're constantly looking down at my crotch area. Okay, this is something that they continue to do, but within the past week, they have been doing it quite aggressively, more so than before. Also, doing stare tactics at my kids, my son and my daughter, using children in my son's school. He goes to PS6 here in Brooklyn, New York, and Bedford and Snyder. And when I go pick him up, the children in the school will stare at him. Right? So if he's coming towards me, I'm coming towards him, they will literally keep staring at him, That's how they send you threats. And not just the kids in the school, too, but adults. And they'll do it when I'm walking with my son and my daughter. They'll do a stare campaign. Then also, my daughter, who goes to pre-K at St. Gregory's the Great on Church Avenue between Bedford and Veronica. It's a Catholic school. I'm not religious, but it was the closest school that had pre-K for all. And, I didn't want to send her there. If I could have found another pre-K program that wasn't in a Catholic school, I would have sent her there. But because there wasn't any school close by that had pre-K for all, we send her there. And, it's close by. I don't have to walk a long distance, which is good because I can't really walk long distance because of my back. And so, but one of her teachers, there's 2 teachers in her class, and one of the teachers have been very aggressive in targeting me Okay, okay. I'm doing the video. I'm doing the video. Stop playing. Stop playing with her rough. Okay. Okay, just go. Let me finish do my video and then I'll content to you guys. Okay. Go and take me a few minutes. All right. Yeah, it's kids. They play and they hurt each other. They injure each other. Yeah, you know. But I keep telling them don't play. Stop playing rough with each other. But you know, that's children for you. We were all children, and if you had siblings, it was the same way. All right. So anyway, so they have been using one of her teachers to aggressively target me. You know, when I go pick up my daughter, she's staring at me and then staring at my daughter, doing hand signals, and you know, I've just been observing, you know, before I decided to do this video and expose them for what it is that they're doing. Then my son. So since schools start this semester, at least sometimes, you know, twice a week or so, he comes, when I go pick him up, he's having stomach pains. You know, so I'm thinking that, you know, it's food poisoning from the school lunch that he's eating. And, you know, I wouldn't put it past these people because that's their mentality. Okay? They are evil people. They will injure you as a TI, and they will injure your children if they think that they can get away with it. And they will do it in such a way that will make it look like it's a natural occurring thing. You know, that's part of what it is that they do. It's to make things happen to you negatively, but make it look and seem like it's naturally occurring. That's how they fly under the radar. They do these things under the radar because when people look at it, you know, it looks like something that's naturally occurring, but it's not. So my son has been, when I go pick him up, he's been sick, having very serious pain in his stomach, and I had to keep him home yesterday because Monday when we got home, you know, he seemed fine and what have you. We had dinner, put him to bed, and then he woke up in the middle of the night throwing up. Okay? Now, before I jump to the conclusion and say that, you know what, he probably had food poisoning from the school, I was like, okay, it wasn't the food that I cooked because we had it last night, and he was fine. He didn't throw up. So I know now that it wasn't the food that I cooked. And he never gets sick from the food that I cook because, you know, I cook almost daily, and I've never had a problem, me or anybody in this household, getting sick from my cooking. So we had the exact same thing, leftovers, and he wasn't sick. So now I know that it's the school lunch, all right? Whatever they're putting in his lunch to make him sick, to give him stomach pains. And you know, I had brought it up with the school nurse and one of the faculty member, and they were like, well, if you're the only one getting sick, then it might be allergies. No, my son don't have food allergies, okay? He's been to the doctor, he's been tested for food allergy. He does not have food allergy. Another thing with that school is that my son has a list, and last year we wrote a letter to the school asking for him to have speech therapy. They had someone come into the school, took a look, you know, and that person decided that yes, he does need speech therapy. We sent the letter again this year, the beginning of the school year. So I went at the time, probably about a week or two ago, and I asked about it. I said, hey, you know, we sent a letter about Ethan having speech therapy, and one of the faculty members told me, yes, he was looked at by someone, and they determined that he do need speech therapy. But she was like, it's a process. Okay, it's been almost going on a year, 2 semesters and a half. Actually, not 2 semesters, going on 3 semesters. Okay, and how long does this process take? Is he going to get the speech therapy when he's in 5th grade, when he's getting ready to graduate? But again, when you're a TI, when you're targeted, they will try to deny you services. They will try to deny your children services. For example, the kid's mom had reapplied so that she can renew the kid's insurance. So she did all the forms, sent the form in, spoke to a rep of the insurance, and then she got a call a week later for her to come in to do the form over again. So I'm like, why is that? So she went, put it in, and then she came back and I asked her, I said, did they explain to you why they didn't put in the insurance with your form that you fill out for the insurance the first time? And she was like, the rep decided that he wasn't going to put it in because he thought that you wouldn't get the that you would cancel the insurance. Now, why would somebody think that? You're applying for insurance for your children, and a rep is going to make the determination that, hey, because your insurance may cost you money, well, of course it does, she's paying for it, that you're not going to want the insurance because you're going to pay for it. Like, that doesn't make any sense. So this is what, I deal with, and then having to deal with the daily harassment, again, the stare tactics at my children, at me looking at my crotch, very aggressively, and here's the helicopter. I don't know if you can hear it overhead. Again, trying to silence me, by using stare tactics, these sort of subliminal, threatening way against my kids, as a means to shut me up. Like, do you believe these people? Like, really? Do you really think by you doing what you're doing that you're going to stop me from speaking out against what you're doing? If anything, you just make me more determined. Okay? So, also, one thing that they do is to mask the targeting or to crawl back into the hole when they've been exposed and then crawl back out again when they think it's safe. Well, it's not safe for you. Okay? Let me tell you something, you perps. Because you're going to be exposed on every level. And if I have to do it every single day, I'll do it every single day. But I choose not to. Because you know what? I got things I got to do too. So I'm not going to waste 100% of my time, on my energy on you guys. No. But maybe I'll waste 40%. Maybe 50%. Who knows? But I will expose you. Okay? So this video here, I decided to start it from here because there was 3 videos that I wanted to piece together showing how they were now targeting me with cars with the color gray. So for example, if I pull up behind a gray car, it will drive slowly or stop and then move, and I have to constantly blow my horn. So they've been doing that. Right? And I've noticed that because, again, the color of the cars are gray. And those are the cars that are doing those things. Right? Stopping, driving very slowly in front of me. But, the series of videos is very long. But I was talking to another TI, and I had said this to them years ago. I said that these people, the mentality these people have, are one of stupidity, one of vindictiveness, one of evil, one of criminality, and they don't even care about their own lives. Okay, their targeting you is more important than their own life. Okay, I've driven on a highway in which perps were walking down the highway, okay, targeting me, doing hand signals and stuff like that to me. All right, on the highway. Okay, now they keep gotten hit by cars. They don't care, and this person didn't believe me until it happened to them, and then they realized that, hey, you know what, Nigel, you're right. These people will put their own stuff in danger. I mean, think about it. They get their kids to target you. Obviously, they'll put their kids in danger too, because they don't know your mental state or what might happen when these kids are targeting you. You might snap. You may hurt one of them, but this is a chance that they take. It's just to show you the power of the conditioning, of the brainwashing that has taken place within their mind, that all sense of logical thinking, of safety towards themselves and others just goes out the window. So this, as I roll this video, you'll see as I'm driving up, there's a woman who is standing behind a car. Now she's standing right in traffic. Okay? And as I turn and I'm approaching her, you know, she had ample time to cross the street, but she didn't want to cross the street because, again, she didn't target me. So she starts walking in the middle of the road, walking towards my direction just so she can target me. And she was wearing a bright blue backpack. So when I look into my rear view or my side mirrors, you know, I saw her backpack, and it's like, and the reason why it's a bright color is because it's to grab your attention. Okay. So this woman is right here. Okay, cars are slowing down. She can go across the street, but the purpose she's there is not to cross the street, but it's to target me. So, and as I approach and she sees me, she starts walking towards me. Okay, and as at that point, I'm like, what is this woman doing? This woman is crazy. She's walking down in the middle of the traffic, walking on the street in the middle of the traffic. Like I said, it's because they don't care. Okay? Shit. That morning, I could have been in a bad mood and hit her ass.
Walking in the middle of the street. This is something that perps love to do. And I was speaking to another TI about this, and I said, you know, these people will put themselves in harm's way just so they can target you.
That's correct.
And you see there, that is a perfect example of what I was telling this other TI.
And I'm so glad I got that on video, because that's, again, that is another tactic that they use. Okay? So, you know, with time, you'll see the different tactics that they use to target me with, and what they do to target me, and how they target me.
Right? I mean, that's the mentality of the people that we as TIs are dealing with, you know? So once you understand that, you know, nothing that they do should come as a surprise or a shock to you. You know, that is just in their nature, and that is just the stupidity of their thinking. And so, you know, this is that was an example of the ridiculous mentality and attitudes that these people have, that they would do something like that, you know.
Yeah. Okay. So I just wanted to show that part because it's important. All right. Again, trying to expose every aspect of how they target me and other TIs. I'm not the only one that do this too. Okay? But if I can expose it and explain it in a way that makes sense, you know, if any other TI out there who are going through the same thing, and you find my video, you're not the only one that's going through this, and you should know this by now. Okay? Now, because today is Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving, it's a holiday, they will try to do anything to disrupt, you from having a good time during the holidays. Well, they will not disrupt me. I'm going to go out. I'm going to eat some food. The people I'm around, they're going to target me, but they're not going to kill the holiday spirit. Okay? So expect a lot of smiles, a lot of middle fingers to all the perps, and my belly being fed. So on that note, if I forget one thing, also during the holidays, they love to use the police, and it's the same thing today, no different. So it's, and I've said this plenty of times, it is ridiculous, it is atrocious, it is psychological torture that what they're doing, and ruining your relationships. And so you gotta put a brave face on. It's hard. You gotta strengthen your emotions, your feelings, and but just don't let them emotionally damage you. Okay? Don't make them emotionally hold you hostage. Okay? All right. See you guys in the next video.